everyone, welcome back to Mom Life and the Kiddos. This is mommymirjana here for you, and I have a mommy tip video for you. I will be giving you my top 10 items to look for when choosing either a daycare or school for your child. I know this process can be aggravating. It can take an extremely long time. For those of you who have gone through it, you know this already. For those of you who are new to the process, I'm hoping that these tips will help you choose a place for your children. If you are not yet subscribed to my channel, make sure you hit that red subscribe button right down below and make sure to hit that bell notification so this way you know when we have a new video coming out. So I do suggest, especially if you're a newbie, stick around and watch the entire 10 tips. I promise you it will be useful. All right, so let's get right into the video. Okay, so the first thing we look for is location. Location, location, location. You want to make sure that either the daycare or the school is close to either your home where you live or to your place of business where you work, either yourself or your significant other, or at least, if it's not one of you, to make sure that it is a trusted family member or friend. There are times where schools will always call for, emergencies or fevers or the kid's sick and someone has to be picked up, so you want to make sure you're close by. Also, you do not want to spend too much time commuting, okay? These daycares open at a certain time and they close at a certain time. You have to make sure that you have enough time from when you get out of work to pick up your kid in a timely manner and to expect maybe traffic on the road or accidents or something like that, unplanned items. Same thing goes for the morning. You also have to expect traffic and other things to happen in the morning, or maybe you don't get out of the house as quick as you would like to. So make sure it's close by. Why not? Save yourself some time. The second thing to look for is price. Price is huge, okay? You have to make sure you can afford the place. For myself, I have to pay for 2 kids in daycare to work. So that's not easy, okay? And a lot of these places, I can tell you, charge upwards of, I'm in the tri-state area. A lot of these places charge in the upwards of $1,200 per kid per month, okay? That, if you look at 2 kids, that's almost $2,200. I can't pay that. So I shopped around as much as I could and I found the best deal possible. So now I got an awesome deal at a place that's very close in town, and you know what? I only pay about $6.50 a kid. So I just saved myself half just by doing my research and shopping around. So I do highly suggest that you do that as well. Tip number 3. We always want to make sure that our children are safe. This is a huge one. Our children have to be safe there. So what I suggest is that you actually, and I have done this to every place I was interested in, you can go and look up the public inspection reports on the daycare. Every single public daycare and school has inspection reports from the state, and it tells you what violations they had, when they got them, and if they have been basically taken care of. So this covers basically safety and also cleanliness too. You want to make sure the place is clean. So that would be my 4th one, cleanliness. Did you go in there? Did this place smell clean? Did you see dust? Did you see uncleaned items? You do not want your kids getting sick all the time, okay? There's a lot of germs in daycare, and I know that we can't escape your kids being sick in daycare, but at least if we could minimize it, that's a huge help. Next, you want to ask, what are their hours? I know a majority of the daycares around here, you are able to drop off the kids at 7:30 in the morning and pick them up by 6 p.m. Some places are different, or some places actually charge extra for that service of being able to drop them off early or pick them up later. So you do want to make sure that you ask that. Next, what I would do, I would ask, when are they usually closed? Do they have a calendar? Some of these places are great and they're open almost all year round, minus the major holidays like Christmas and New Year's, etc. But some of these other places I noticed close a lot, okay? They close or they follow the school schedule, and if they follow a real school schedule, it probably means they're closed a lot. With spring break and winter break and midwinter break and all that other fun stuff, and summers, okay? I have seen that some daycares do close for an entire month in the summer. So that's something I never even expected until I just randomly found that out. And then it's like, well, what do I do with my kid for a month? Because I have to work. So it's definitely something that you need to take into consideration. Next, You want to find out basically what activities your children will be doing, what they're going to be learning, and if there's any structure, what they do throughout the day. Some places are great and they have it laid out on a plan. Some places have computerized programs where you can actually log in and see what your kid is doing all day, and they basically send reports back, so it's pretty cool. And then also with structure, you do want a place that does have some sort of structured timeline, okay? We all know that kids need structure, okay? If they're younger, they do need their nap time, they do need their snack time, they need a time to wind down, they need a time to play. It can't just be a place where it's free play all day, every day, because you know what? They're gonna come home exhausted. Exhausted, screaming, tired, hungry, cranky, and you don't want that. You want a nice structure into their routine that you can therefore carry on when they come home then at night. Next, you wanna ask for food options. Do you have to provide food for your child and pack them in the lunch boxes every day? Does it have to be only a cold lunch? Some places do not have microwaves and refuse to basically heat the food. So you can only do things like sandwiches or things that won't go bad. Other places do provide a microwave, so you can bring food or pack your child food that can be heated up later. And the third option would be some of these places are great and they offer meal plans. So if you don't have the time to pack lunch boxes or cook for them the night before or whatever the case may be, you can set them up on a meal plan and pay a little extra monthly. Next, you want to ask about the staff. How many staff members are on hand? What is the ratio of staff members to children that are there? Is the staff friendly? Look around. When you go and see the place, take a look. Look at the people, look around, see, are they friendly, are they not? Are they watching the kids, are they not? And this way you can get a little bit of a feel for it. And then last but not least, again, this comes down to getting an overall feel of the place. You literally want to walk into a place and feel good about it, okay? You want to feel good energy, you want to feel good about it, you want to feel welcome there. If you feel off in any way, I wouldn't send my kid there. Honestly, if there's something that's off about it or that just doesn't seem right or that seems a little odd, then I would either do additional research on the place, okay? Even ask, go into your local Facebook groups for your town and say, hey, has any of your kid ever gone to such and such daycare? Tell me, how is it? Do you mind if I ask you a few questions? And you know what? It helps. People in the neighborhood are willing to share information. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope these tips have helped you, especially if any of you are newbies here or, like I said, those who are experienced but are planning on moving their kids someplace else, maybe for September. I hope this helped you guys. And again, remember to subscribe if you are not yet already. And I will see you on our next video. Bye, guys.